Back to another album review. I was supposed to get one out days ago, but a bunch of stuff got in the way. Anyway, I'm back. Today's review is on 10,000 Fists from Disturbed. It's the third studio album from Disturbed. It's also their first album to feature John Moyer as the band's bassist after Steve Kamak was fired from the band in 2003. Some was self-produced with the help of John Carcasses. However, this would be his last time working with Disturbed. This album was recorded at Groovemaster Studios in Chicago between January and June of 2005. And it was released on September 20th, 2005. And it was released under Reprise Records. You need to mention that this is the first Disturbed album to feature the band's mascot, known simply as the guy on the cover. Speaking of which, the cover was done by Greg Capullo. It's also the first Disturbed album to not have a parental advisory warning. Another thing I need to add is that Disturbed themselves actually dedicated this album to Dimebag Darrell, the guitarist for Pantera and Damageplan, who was tragically murdered on December 8th, 2004. Now, this album also contains elements of alternative metal, speed metal, new metal, and hard rock. Now, the album's title was announced on Disturbed's website on June 16th, 2005. The track listing was revealed later that month. Late June of 2005, when the song Guarded was released to radio stations as a teaser and North Drop hype for the album. Well, we'll get back to this when I discuss the songs. I read that David Draymond described this album as combining the brutality and darkness of The Sickness with the melodic nature and complexity of Believe. He also stated that this album is more aggressive than the band's previous work. Although the band themselves said that this is not a political album, it is their most political album to date. Now let's talk about the songs so I can explain why this is the band's most political album. The album starts with the song 10,000 Fists, which obviously shares the same name as the album. It's actually the fifth single from the album, and it was released on December 28th, 2006. Where that David Draymond stated that the song signifies strength, unity, conviction, power, and the exhilaration that someone would feel while attending one of the band's live shows. The lyrics were also influenced by his feelings towards George W. Bush. The song was even featured on the soundtrack for the game Madden 2006. And I really like the song. I think it's a great way to start the album. The next song is Just Stop, which was released as a single on February 7th, 2006. I don't have a whole lot to say about this song, but it is one of my favorite songs on this album. Now we get to Guarded, which was released as a promo single on June 28th, 2005. Where that David Draymond said this song is about how his lifestyle forced him to guard himself. He also stated that this song is one of the more aggressive songs on the album. It was also featured on the soundtrack of the movie Saw 3, as well as the soundtrack of the game MX vs. ATV Untamed. The next song is Defy, which is known for having anti-war themes. And the intro even contains audio clips from then U.S. President George W. Bush urging America to go to war, while the song is simultaneously interlaced with an individual's own political commentary. That's followed up by Stricken, which was released as a single on July 25th, 2005. It's actually the second single from the album. It's also among the first Disturbed songs to have a guitar solo. It's also a music video made for the song that was filmed in an abandoned hospital in which some of the scenes from the film Nightmare on Elm Street were filmed. I'm going to post a link to the video in the description. Yeah, if you watch the video, you're also going to notice a wolf who appears 3 times throughout the video. Yeah, after that is I'm Alive, which is a pretty memorable song. Sons of Plunder is after that, and this is among my favorite songs on the album. It's followed up by Overburdened, which I read is about soldiers going to hell. Decadence is after that. Anyone who has played the racing game Need for Speed Most Wanted remembers this awesome song. It's followed That's followed up by what I think is the best song on this album, which is the cover of the song Land of Confusion by Genesis. This cover was released as a single in 2006. Now, this song received a music video as directed by Todd McFarlane, who is best known for being the creator of Spawn. He also did the animation for the music videos for Do the Evolution by Pearl Jam and Freak on a Leash by Korn. I'm going to post a link to the video in the description. I will say that although I've never actually heard the original version by Genesis, I really like this cover. The last 3 songs on this album are Sacred Lie, Pain Redefined, and Avarice. I also need to mention that the iTunes version of this album has a bonus track called Monster. The tour edition also has this song along with the song Two Worlds. As you can see, neither of those songs are on this version. However, these songs did appear on the compilation album The Lost Children, but we'll get to that album some other time. I also read that there's another version of this album that contains a bonus disc with instrumental versions of all the songs. From what I read is that this album received mixed reviews from critics, which is bullshit because this album is way better than the critics make it out to be. In fact, the publication known as Loudwire posted an article in 2005 about the best rock albums of 2005. They posted an article in 2015 about the best rock albums of 2005, and this album was number 1. That was quite an achievement. Rather, this was Disturbed's second highest selling album in America, selling over 1.9 million copies, being certified double platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. It's also the band's second consecutive number 1 album on the Billboard 200. Overall, I'd say this is one of the best albums I've ever listened to that were released in 2005. In 6 months, the album will be 15 years old. I highly recommend this album. Especially if you're a Disturbed fan like myself. And that's all I have to say on this album. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you notify of future uploads. You can also follow me on social media, and there's links in the description. Leave a comment if you like. Thanks for watching, I'll be back soon with another review.